Hola, surprise, we're live. I did not actually drop the time when I was going to do this because today has been freaking crazy. It's been crazy. So shit ton of phone calls. By like a shit ton, I mean like a lot. So we're going to go through this training that I promised we would go through. What we're going to do is wait a second for everyone to hop on. I'm going to make sure I don't miss my next call, which is at 5:30. So we're good. Let me just make sure that we are live in the right group. I'm going to pull this open and then we'll get started. How does that sound? Love it. Woo. Okay. Are we live? Show me the live. Guys, this script is so hot and the psychology behind the script is so hot. You're going to lose your minds. Okay. What I'm going to do here is come over here. And I'm going to post this link, and then I'm going to come over here. And then I'm going to put this, where is this? I'm going to put this right here. Say we're live. Boom. I'm going to go in here and, yeah, just start liking a few of these bad boys. By the way, if you guys are watching this on YouTube, I like to go live on my Facebook group. We get a ton of engagement on here. The group's fucking huge. We have 6,800 members right now. It's fucking boss. I can't even comment on all these comments. So we're not going to. But I am going to pull this up so we can watch the live. All right, guys. So if you can hear me, put a 1 in the chat. I want to make sure you can hear me. This live is going to be fucking sick. We're going to go through the entire psychology of my $1 million script. Why is it live and raw? Because A, I'm always fucking raw on my lives, and we are going to get into the fact that I actually haven't created the presentation yet. So yeah, I'm going to do it with you guys. I'm going to create it with you. I have the script. I've been using the script. I've used scripts forever. If you're a sales professional, let me tell you something. I don't care how long you've been doing sales. If you do not have a script of some kind always readily available, you're not a professional. Okay. That's just straight up hands down. I've been doing this for years. I've sold millions of dollars in products, from door to door to business to consumer to digital marketing to now selling high ticket coaching, which I've already sold over $50,000 in high ticket coaching just in the last couple months. And I'm not even taking calls full time. So it's for my company. But let's get into this. Okay. So drop. Okay. You can hear me. Awesome, Joey. Appreciate you guys. If you're hopping on right now, we're approaching a dozen people. I want to make sure that you guys can hear me. Like the video, heart the video. Let's go. Come on, let's do this, guys. You know, what I want to do is I'm going to come over here and I'm actually going to let the world know via chat. Is that cool with you guys? If I can let everybody know that we're doing this and shoot this out in a blast. Is that cool? So anyway, what we're going to go over today is the frame by frame. Whoops, I lost my page. Basically, what that means is we're going to go over the psychology of why I say what I say. And I'm going to go over I'm going to dispel a lot of beliefs that a lot of people have when it comes to sales. And it's going to be pretty mind boggling. A lot of stuff people aren't talking about, but the reason why they don't talk about it is because people are so caught up in the mundane, the normal conversations. Like, here's how you handle an objection. Here's how you go through a presentation. Here's how you close. Here's how you get referrals. Like, guys, that stuff doesn't matter if you don't understand why you're doing it. Okay. Let me put this in here. I'm going to put go watch now. We're going over here. Boom. Done. And then this, I'm going to put this over here. So anyway, guys, ask any questions that you have. So this way I can answer them. Okay. Ask any questions that you have. I'm about to go through this. I'm just shooting out a chat bot blast really quick. And then we'll be good to go. Go next and send. Dope. All right, we're good to go, guys. So that's being sent now. So drop a 99 in the chat if you guys want to see the script and you want to watch me put together the presentation right now that's going to change freaking thousands of lives just in this year, let alone the coming years. So drop a 99 in the chat if you want to see it, and we're going to get right to it. Let's do this. I'm super pumped about this, guys. I love diving into the psychology and framework of sales. I know this has been kind of a build up right now. But that's because I had to send out the chatbot blast. Now we're going to start getting more people on. I didn't do an email blast. I'm going to be honest, I dropped the ball. Took a walk before this. Had to get my head clear. Been doing a ton of calls today. Coaching calls, all sorts of calls. So, all right, 99. Boom. Let's do this. I want to see more 99s. Let's do this. Come on, guys, like the video. Let's go. We only have 3 likes and we have over a dozen people on here. Let's roll. Come on. I want to see the excitement. Guys, I haven't been this excited to do a training in quite a while because I just haven't done it. Like, I'm going to do more of these. Every Monday, expect a live training of us fucking crushing it, okay? With a new sales training. So let's get down to it. We are going to dive right into this. I'm going to share my screen, and then you guys are going to literally, like I said, watch me put this together live. Okay. Okay. Oh, boom. Bot just went out. I just got it. Nice. All right. So we're going to come over here. I'm going to solo. All right, guys, here we go. Rock and roll. So like I said, I'm going to show you this live. You're watching this on YouTube. If you go in the description underneath this, you're going to be able to see this. Whoops, I guess you guys can see that. I'm looking at Holmes right now. You guys are going to be able to see this video live in my Facebook group. You'll see a link. You can go to my Facebook group. You want to start watching these lives every Monday. They are always going to be this good from here forward. Okay, so we're going to go over here. You know what? Let me put my name at the bottom in case you guys forget what my name is. Okay, so we're going to dive into this script, and I'm going to actually go through everything, and I'm going to literally put this together with you guys on the call. And the reason I'm doing this is because I want to, like I said, it's fucking raw and live. Okay. I literally didn't even put the presentation together. That's how fucking raw it is. So you guys can be able to see my entire script. Here's one thing I want to discuss. One Direction, not the band. I don't listen to the band. Yeah, I don't do that. All right. So duplicate the slide. So One Direction, it is not working like that. Okay. Sales is not One Direction. Sales is more of a, of not even a fork, but more of a, I want to put swirl. Okay. I just make these notes for myself and I go and I clean it up, but I'm going to explain these. Okay. One Direction is a straight path. So typically people see sales as this. Okay. And I put that on the swirl line, which is not correct. People typically see sales as this. Okay. And I know if you guys watch guys like Jordan Belfort and stuff like that, like you hear straight line selling, don't get me wrong. It's fucking boss concept. Very brilliant man. He's very intelligent. But I want to discuss why the actual concept of sales isn't a straight line. Okay. So here's what typically happens. And I love the way Belfort sells. I don't really sell like him. I love the way he sells, just because it is very consultative and he hears people. Okay. He doesn't listen. He's able to hear them. And that's how he's able to know how to be able to pivot his approach, which is what we're going to talk about today. It is not a straight line though. Okay. This is how most people see the sale. It's more of a swirl. It goes all over the place, right? I can't even draw a line like that because I don't know if it'll let me. Can I do that? It's more of like this. It's more like sales, more like this. All right, this is what sales looks like. And people don't really realize that it looks like this, okay? Dan Locke is okay. Here's what I'll say. Dan Locke's style, why can't I get rid of this? There we go. Dan Locke's style is more about keeping a very calm demeanor, okay? And to be able to be very direct with people. And in reality, I sell in a way no one else in the market sells. And I can say that in confidence. If any of you have worked with me, put it in the chat, let people know how I sell. It is not the same. I sell a lot by using a lot of disruptive frames and how to be able to actually move with a conversation. I like to call this a hot keto version of sales. Okay, hot keto is a form of karate where you take force and move with it. So you never actually have to be stronger or better than somebody else. You're able to use their own words to be able to create a belief inside of them. Okay, so you take their words, literally they come at you with a belief, you reframe it, right? In the same way that you would move with the force or you flow with the wave, like body surfing, okay? And then before you know it, their words come back to them with a different belief. We reframe their belief, okay? So from the time they speak to the time that we move with their words, we're able to incept a new belief. This is a form of inception selling, okay? This is what we branded. This is what we've created, okay? I actually created this program with Temple Naylor. Like in 24 hours, we sat down, we realized, fuck, this is sales. This is really sales, okay? This is what sales is, okay? So this is a big difference in how to reframe. So let's get into this. The swirl option, okay? So what happens here is you're going to use a line like this, Okay, you're going to do something like this. Here's how I like to start the call. Okay, what are you hoping to get out of this call? Here's why I do this. Because when it comes to the reframe process, or when you go into a presentation, let me know down below, guys, if you have ever done this. You go into a sale and you have this fucking sweet pitch deck. Okay, you go into the sale and then you have this kick-ass presentation and you're just like, man, I'm going to crush it. NLP, by the way, whoever just commented NLP, everyone should use NLP. Neuro-linguistic programming is literally the way that you can, I don't like to use manipulate because it's not ethical, but it is a way that you can, it's the closest thing to mind reading. Okay. You've heard the term Hapkido phrase into a book about NLP. Yeah, I'm telling you, they may have phrased it, but they aren't actually moving with the concept. They may have used it as an example, but I've been doing Hapkido sales for years. Okay. And I'm telling you right now, we've reframed it as inception selling, but if you're not using NLP in your sales, you're missing out. You're not squeezing the orange for all the juice. You're not getting every dollar out of that conversation. You're not creating the most benefit from whatever's happening right there, okay? Neuro-linguistic programming is the closest thing to mind reading that you could possibly have. So anyway, so you get into saying this question, what are you hoping to get out of this call? And the reason why I start my calls like this is because it allows you to be able to find the current frame, all right? So a lot of people will go into a presentation, they're always wondering, if you're brand new in sales, doesn't matter the industry, doesn't matter what you sell. Because I've sold everything from vacuums door to door, $3,000 vacuums. I sold $90,000 in a month doing that. Gym memberships, I sold $90,000 in gym memberships in a year and recurring revenue per month. Digital marketing, I sold my first $108,000 deal when I was 24 years old to my first Fortune 500 company via cold call. You guys have probably been to my YouTube. You see me close a $67,500 deal on a 2-call close. So here's what I can tell you. You need to understand, doesn't matter what you sell, because I've sold it all right, from every type of sales, you need to understand how to be able to flow with a conversation. If you go in with something specific, it's okay if you have things that work based on reactions. It's not the same, okay? I'm talking about starting the call, all right? If you want to know what direction to take it without ever being wrong, you need to have all the right answers. And the only person with all the right answers is your prospect. So how can you get all the right answers for them without just saying like mundane things like, well, so what would you like to buy this? Or are you interested in this? Or have you ever bought from someone in the past? Or how much have you spent with someone in the past? Like, these are questions you have not earned the right to ask, okay? You have not earned the right to ask these questions. Even if they came in as a warm lead, you need to be able to get them to want to tell you. I don't even ask for the sale anymore at the end of the call, guys. I'm going to show you what I say at the end of the call. I don't even ask for the sale anymore. People have asked to buy from me now. I don't even ask for the sale. People ask me, how much is it? I want to get started. That's what they say, okay? And you do this properly, you don't even have to ask for the sale. Nobody's talking about this. I don't know why. So it's fucking awesome. Like, I don't know why people don't talk about this. But anyway, let's get into this. So what you want to say is, what are you hoping to get out of this call? Now, what they're going to say is whatever their biggest thing is, their biggest need in the moment. If they say something like, well, I'm looking to get more leads. Boom, you open up the conversation, because it's not about leads. Have you ever heard the saying, nobody starts with their ending bid? All right. The same thing goes to psychology and the way people project their thoughts. Okay. If somebody says, I'm looking in different directions. Sorry, I got like 2 different things going on here. If somebody says, I'm just looking for leads, they don't actually mean that. There's a deeper problem and they feel like leads are the solution. So they're trying to lead with what they believe the solution is based on their experience and what they've been taught. It's not their job to understand what you do. And it's not your job to talk in depth about what you do, because a confused buyer always says no. It's your job to make sure that you can hear them, okay? Let me tell you guys something right now. If you have not been to my YouTube channel to fucking learn this stuff, if you have not bought into my Art of Sales mentorship to know this, you can not listen yourself out of the sale, okay? Let me say that again. You cannot listen yourself out of the sale. If anything, you're going to listen yourself into the sale. And I have a video on YouTube about that. But you can 100% talk yourself out of the sale. Now, typically this happens whenever you pre-qualify a client so well that they come onto the call because they're excited about what you can do for them, and they're waiting for you to say something that triggers their disbelief and then makes them want to run. So basically they're waiting for you to say the wrong thing. So you can easily talk yourself out of the sale, especially when you do a really great job pre-qualifying. And we're not going to get into pre-qualifying a whole bunch just yet, but we'll talk a little bit about it. All right, so let's get into the next thing. By the way, if you have any questions, drop them below. Looks like we have a ton of different people saying, what's up, what's up? I appreciate you guys joining. We're getting into some details right now. I wouldn't say prospects lie, guys. Here's the thing. Prospects, they don't lie. It's a defense mechanism, right? It's a defense mechanism in the same way that people get frustrated when they see something they don't believe in. It's a defense mechanism in the same way that if somebody goes against your beliefs in politics, religion, parenting, or anything you're passionate about, it's a defense mechanism to want to defend yourself, okay? To safeguard yourself from what's about to happen, AKA me fucking selling you, right? And I say me fucking selling. I'm not trying to like be super aggressive about it, but the truth is, guys, and I'm telling you right now, live by this. Life changes do not happen until a transaction of some kind takes place. Okay, so when I say it is my obligation to sell you, I mean that in the most wholehearted way possible. Okay, I mean that in the most wholehearted way possible. Who said, what are you doing giving these things away? Temple? Oh, shoot, bro. Yeah, this is going to get crazy. Okay, so let's get into the next one. What are you hoping to get out of this call? And the reason for that is because you want to be able to let them create the direction and listen your way into the sale, okay? Yeah, I'll fix that later. Let me go back over here so I can see the comments. All right, so next slide. And remember, guys, this is raw because I am literally right now going through this entire script with you, okay? Let me get into this. The next thing that you want to do is be able to immediately lower the guard of the customer, okay? We're right here now. You immediately want to lower the guard of your customer, all right? And you want to be able to get them to want to talk to you, all right? And the only way you can do that, because remember, it's their first time ever talking to you. Why should they trust you? Who the fuck are you? You know what I'm saying? Who are you to be able to come up to them and sell them something the first time you meet them? What gives you the right? All right. So what we're going to do, yeah, you guys can watch this later. This is going to be on replay in the Facebook group whenever you want, and on YouTube. So what you do in order to work around that, to earn the right to close them today, right? To earn the right and the respect to make them want to buy from you today is by doing this. This is called, yeah, okay. So I'm going to put the script down here. You're going to disarm. Did I spell that right? No, I'm not a grammar artist. Made that up. So disarm, you're going to disarm. And basically what this looks like, awesome. We'll definitely make sure we cover that in depth, which is what they told you we're going to cover, right? So now you've emotionally hooked them. You've interestly hooked them. So they're going to stay because they know you're going to cover it in depth. All right. The video is acting up a little bit, guys. I don't know why. Sorry about that. Super weird. In fact, let me go solo on this because we're actually here anyway. So you're going to disarm them. Okay. And what that means is you're going to say this. We'll definitely cover that depth, which is what they said they want to get out of the call. I also want you to know my role here, and this is the script I actually give to the business advisors that sell for me, right? My role here as a business advisor for Robb and his programs is not to sell you anything unless you want to buy something at the end of this call. My goal is to find out where you're currently at in your agency or whatever you're selling, as well as where you are outside of your agency. Why do I say this? Because it is a complete change up in what they're used to hearing. You're disrupting them. They already know everyone says this. I want to find out where you at in your business. Okay. How about this? Where are you outside of your business? The reason both of these are so important is because just because a program is the right fit for you now does not mean, I love seeing everyone booking appointments. I love it, guys. Just because this program is the right fit for you now doesn't always mean it's the right fit for you. So just because it's the right fit for you doesn't mean it's always the right fit for you now. I just ask that you don't censor yourself throughout the call, and feel free to be as open as you like. This is a circle of trust. Can we agree on that? So what you're doing is getting a micro commitment right here, okay? You're asking them that the only thing you want is for them to be honest, and you are letting them know up front that just because this might be right for you does not mean that I'm going to sell it to you right now. Okay? So you see how this is going to this changes the fucking game. Okay? This changes the fucking game, guys. And nobody's talking about this for whatever reason. I don't know why, but this is how I sell. So you're going to disarm them, okay? Let's go to the next one. If you guys have any questions, go ahead and drop them below. Yes, Danny Tran, grammar artist is a thing now. LOL. So let's go back to the script. By the way, guys, I just used this last month to close 37 grand of high ticket coaching for a brand new program in 2 weeks. And then I use these same concepts to close over $1 million in sales in SMMA over the last 2 years. Fortune 500 companies, other big companies, blah, blah. Pretty dope. You can find some videos on YouTube. So anyway, on my YouTube channel, Robb Quinn. So what are the 2 biggest obstacles? Oh, here we are. So great. They're going to agree with you. You're going to say, so what made you decide to start an agency over anything else? And what you want to do is bring up a few different things. Okay. And the reason you want to do this, okay, you want to be the expert. And in order to do that, you don't need to know everything. You just need to show that you know enough. Okay. You don't need to expand on it. You don't need to get into the weeds. Okay. Nobody cares that you know what ink is used in the yellow pages. Doesn't fucking matter. Okay. It doesn't matter if you know all the ins and outs of Shopify. All right. Nobody cares. What they do care is that you understand the other ways to make money online. And the reason that matters is because it's going to show, or it's going to have the perception that you actually know internet marketing and you know how to make money online. So what made you choose an agency? Well, I mean, I know this shit. I don't know FBA, but I've done these other things. And I've made money doing them. So what made you decide to start an agency over any other type of business? Now, what you're going to do is write this stuff down. Write it down. Okay. I'm going to, you know what? I'm going to make another slide because I cannot say this enough. Write their fucking answers down. Okay. And they need to see you write them down. All right. If you want to be able to show you have empathy and that you care, you need to actually make an effort. Okay. Write their fucking answers down. All right. This is going to be so important for the end of the call whenever you completely rephrase the entire call. So this way you could bring it full circle, and it will give you the ammunition, the logic, the reason, the emotional triggers and benefits to why they need to buy your high ticket versus your low ticket. Okay. I've had a lot of people jump on calls that were ready to spend $1,000 with me, and they just said straight up, like, I'm here to buy agency in a box. Okay. And I'm like, great, let's talk about this a little bit. All right. And then boom, go through it. What are you hoping to get out of this call? You see how you regain control? The reason you do that is because just because they want to buy it does not make it right. Okay. Do not sell them something that is not right for them. At the end of the call, if they're not showing you that they don't do well with extra accountability, group work, things like that, and they think that all they need is tools, then you sell them your low ticket. You do not force something down their throat. All right. Be an ethical professional. And when you get so good, people will ask to buy your higher stuff. I have people at email. I could show you guys an email. Somebody today that just said, I want to get into a more premier program with you. Those are emails that I wake up to. All right. You guys have seen people booking calls with me while we've been on this live. All right. This is not about you guys trying to manipulate somebody by using a certain word, a certain phrase, a certain line. Okay. I'm doing this on any calls, guys. I don't know who put this cold call or warm lead. I can't see the names. You can watch the replay later, guys. This is going to be on YouTube and the Facebook group. I do these on both a cold and a warm. If you guys look up some of the live calls I've done in my Facebook group on Wednesday from Agency in a Box, you can look in this SMA six-figure sales secret Facebook group. I do these calls live and I close them live. I've closed 2 or 3 calls live just last month, right? from using these types of approaches. Have never met them. Never met them. Close them. 1 call, 2 call closes. Thousands of dollars a month on contracts. Guys, this is easy. Okay. This is fucking easy. Okay. Next slide. Guys, give me a 99.9 if you think this is awesome right now. Like we're literally crushing this right now. I'm going over to the psychology of this, guys. This is some next level shit, guys. Okay, this is some next level shit if you're not doing this. Okay, so let's get into the next thing here. So at this point, you've written down all the reasons why they've chose to do an agency over anything else. What are the 2 biggest obstacles you're facing right now that you need? Okay, so here's the key. All right, let me get into this real quick. Okay, I'm gonna write this right here. And what you're trying to do right here is you're trying to find the now problem. Now, let me explain here. FML, Rob, what the fuck? It's leg day. I couldn't miss it. How dare you? I'm guessing that's Temple that just wrote that on there. I can't see it though. The now problem. Let me address this. So there's a lot of problems in people's businesses. I have a shit ton of them, and I'm making like what, $50,000+ a month. I have a lot of problems in my business, but that doesn't mean that I don't have now problems. I have a lot of now problems. Okay. I have a lot of now, fix them now, and I'll make a lot more money. The now problems are the ones that you want to focus on. The now problems, immediate help. So let's go ahead and break this down. What are the 2 biggest obstacles? The reason I say 2 is because a lot of people are going to frame it or a lot of people that are selling, they usually say, so what's the biggest problem you have in your business right now? Oh, well, look, I don't care. I want you to exhaust this. Here's what you can do. What are the 2? Oh, actually, I forgot to put one more thing on here. I love this. You want to be a sales professional? Learn these 2 words right here. What are the 2 biggest obstacles you're facing right now that you need immediate help with? So this 2 biggest obstacles is going to make them think. They're always going to have one that they're like, well, I need more leads. Okay. All right. What else? They're going to say, well, and now you're making them think. They're going to say it. But whenever you put immediate help with, this is a big pain. And if you want to sell big dollar, you want to sell big money, you find big pain. All right. People get paid based on the level of solution they solved. All right. Based on the caliber of solution they solve. So, and ask them to elaborate. So they say, well, I'm struggling with leads right now. All right. Tell me about that. It's really simple, guys. You're trying to listen to them. You're their therapist. All right. So tell me about the leads. Oh, well, they just suck. All right. How do you mean? Break that down for me. How do they suck? Are they saying mean things to you? Are they not showing up to appointments? Do you not like the way they dress? Are they from the wrong part of town? Do they bully you in high school? Like, why don't you like the leads, bro? Okay. And then you're going to come over here. Let them break these 2 things down. Okay. And then say anything else. Holy shit balls. Okay. You want to be able to break somebody down to an emotional point to where you literally find out everything that's truly wrong. Exhaust the pipeline. Okay. Exhaust it. I wouldn't say who hurt you. Be careful with being serious about things like that because it's going to bring up a lot of problems. I don't know who wrote that because I can't see it. I like to joke. I use humor to disarm. You know, like anytime I've been in sales, like when I sold door-to-door Kirby vacuum, just selling gym memberships, I always wore a shirt and tie. I don't do that anymore. But when I did, even when I sold at the Yellow Pages, I would also say, what I'm assuming, look, you already know this works. You like me. Is it because you don't like my tie? I'll take it off. You want it? We'll just throw it on the ground together. It's a joke, guys. You see how that disarms them? I love using humor to disarm. I use dad jokes to disarm all the time. So you're going to say anything else is going to allow you to be able to pull out anything else that are big obstacles they need immediate help with. Okay. Let's get into the next one. So come over here. Oh, this is where shit gets fucking raw. Oh my gosh. Now we're going deep. Okay. Let me put this right here. All right. What does your circle of influence look like? This is where you start to build the opportunity to be able to sell your high ticket, to be able to sell your long contracts, to be able to sell your high monthly retainers. Okay. What does your circle of influence look like? Oh, can you guys not hear me well? Let me drop an 82 in the comments if you guys can hear me well, and make sure you can hear me. If you want to get the art of sales, you need to book a call with me. You need to book a call with me. The link is in the description right now. Book the call. Okay. Book the call. So, and if you guys are on YouTube, I'll link it down below. What does your circle of influence look like? The reason you ask this is because the majority of the time, people do not have this figured out. You're going to say online and offline. Okay. And the reason why you're going to say that is it's a two-part question, because you want to figure out who are they talking to online and why. Okay. Why do they see those people? And you're going to ask them to elaborate. And you're going to do that for both. And the reason why is because you want them to tell you, okay, oh, well, I watch Grant Cardone online. Okay. Why is that? And they're going to be like, well, because he's Grant Cardone. Cool. And I'm Robb Quinn. And that's Brad Newman. And that's Iman Gotzi. And that's Dan Locke. And I could name a bunch of people. That's Donald Trump. All right. Oh, you want to buy a gym membership? Here are some weights. Here's a treadmill. No one fucking cares about that. Okay. Now don't say no one fucking cares as a customer, but whenever you say elaborate, you want to be able to understand why they're interested in that influence. Why are they interested in that specific type of mentor? Because here's the thing, you need to sell people what they want and then give them what they need after they give you the money. That's why ethics are so important, because we learn sales to this high level. You can sell anything based on understanding these very, very simple concepts. Sell people what they want, give them what they need. Oh, you like Donald Trump because he's a straight shooter? You like Donald Trump because he projects authority? Awesome. Anything else? Okay, perfect. First of all, and this is where you begin the reframe. Look, you can see people book. I love that you guys are booking calls right now, guys. I'm telling you right now, we're going to take your sales to the next level and increase your revenue this month, period. Okay, end of story. But here's what you want to do is become that. If you know that you have the answer for this person, just like I'm telling you guys, I have the answer to increase your revenue this month by giving you the sales process. If you know you can do that for somebody and you're selling your product, be that. Be that. Whatever it is they see in that person, be that. Okay, awesome. I wouldn't expect anything less. I can see why you are interested in that specific person. Is that the type of person you're looking to work with? You see now how you're starting to build the rapport? Okay. Because you just need to be able to get this in their hands. A lot of people give Sam Ovens a lot of shit because he'll put up ads and say, like, you don't need funnels and ads, and or not ads, but you don't need funnels, and people are going crazy over ClickFunnels and all this other stuff. Or people talk shit and they say that, like, oh, why are you trying to run ads to get clients, right? Or you're trying to run ads to get me to buy from you if you're saying you don't need them. It's because they know that the majority of people are there. So they have to be able to take your attention off that platform to show you there's other things that work better. If I tell you that I'm like Donald Trump to get you into my circle, I may have resemblance of some of his characteristics, but I am not him. But I'm going to be able to raise your level of thinking to show you that we have things that can work better in different areas. More specifically, what you need help with in your biggest problem. Okay? Now, this isn't called the now problem. All right? This is called, we actually don't have a name for this because this is just a part of the rapport building. We'll just call this influence. Oh, internal. Shit. I don't want to draw on a blank there. So these are internal pains, okay? Because if they don't have a circle of influence, you always want to follow it up with, this is probably on the script actually. So you're going to follow up with this question here. And the reason why, internal follow-up. I always abbreviate follow-up as FU. Follow-up. So here's what you want to do. You're coming over here and you're going to say, do you believe, and the reason why I like to use the word believe instead of think, or know. A no is not a bad one, but you don't want to say things like think. All right. I like to say believe because this is something that people do strongly. This is a very strong emotion. Do you believe in God? Do you believe in this political standing? Do you believe in this or that? Okay. When people use the word believe, Benedict, I'm excited to see you on the call, man. I just saw you book it for 4 o'clock. I love it. Do you believe if you surround yourself with people that normalize, you see this, okay? Because your majority influence is what you become. I want you to engulf yourself in this, right? Do you believe if you surround yourself with people that normalize making 5 figures a month, okay, that you would start to also normalize that being, or normalize that and begin to level up? You're not making any guarantees, guys. You're trying to see where their current headspace is at. Because if they don't believe that if they surround themselves with the right people, that they could level up, they're just not ready yet. And that's whenever you say, okay, that's when you cut the call. There's some things to where people are not going to be ready yet, where you'll sell them and they just are not ready. You don't want to do that. Okay. Again, this is where ethic comes in to being a master in the art of sales. All right. Let's get into the next thing. You're going to say solid. So, and I love this. Actually, I got this line from Brad Newman. Are you on this still, man? I think I got this one from you, dude. I got this from you or Andrew Cruzy. I'm pretty sure I got it from Brad Newman, though. By the way, guys, you want to become a compilation of your influence. If you follow one person, you're going to start what's called emulating, and that's where you actually become them. But when you have a lot of influence to where you're able to take from that, there's actually a great book about this called Steal Like an Artist. But if you have a lot of different influences, then you're not going to sound like any one specific person. You're going to become you, and you're going to start doing something called emulating instead of emulating. Emulating is copying and trying to be the same. Emulating is finding your own voice in that same point of view. Okay, so you're able to create yourself. All right, and that's what makes people want to. That's what gravitates people to you. Okay, that's what happens when you do that. So I like to say this because this is something called future pacing. So let's fast forward. It's June 2020, 1 year away. Where do you see yourself? Now, this is super important because nobody actually talks about this. All right. You guys have any comments about this? Drop them in the live. I know we have like roughly 50 people on right now or so on the live. So if you have any comments, don't stray away. Like, ask them. But the reason you want to do this is because you want to be able to walk them through their future. Okay. Now we're going to take them down 2 paths. Okay. This is going to be a fork. Let me explain. So one path. All right, let me actually come over here. I'm going to draw the fork. Whoops. So let me get rid of this. So one path. Authenticity is important, yeah. All right, so one path is going to be here. And then you have another path. Okay. God, my visual representation is fucking boss. So then you have this path right here. All right. So this is where they currently are. Okay. If you want to get the art of sales, guys, you need to book a call with me because I will not let you in if you are not ready. I will not let you in if you are not ready. Okay. I just want to be very, very clear. This is not a cheap program. I will not let you in if you are not ready. Okay, so book the call. The link is in the description. If you're ready, we'll kind of see where you're at. And if it's the right fit, then yeah, be ready to change your fucking life. So this is where they are. Okay. And this is their current standing. All right. Now they've been thinking the same way and doing the same thing for however long. Okay. Thinking the same way, doing the same thing for years, months, days, who knows how long, but they're tired of it. Okay. So what you want to do is you want to take them down this road. Okay. And this is the road of possibility. This is you helping them break down where they want to be. You are allowing them to walk through, where do you see yourself? May 2020 or June 2020, where do you see yourself? You're going to walk them through the line of realm of possibility. Next, you're going to walk them through their reality. Okay. This is where things get heated. Okay. So they're going to tell you all this. So over here, let's say they've been doing this for where they are. They've been here for 3 years. Okay. So let's say they've owned their business for 3 years, right? They've been here. They've been stuck making, let's see, it doesn't matter what they're making. They've been here for 3 years. This is where they want to be. And let's say that their answers, because it's typically what happens, their answers are going to be typically somewhere around like 3 to 5 times where they currently are. Okay. Now let me tell you why this is so important. So their possibility realm is roughly 3 to 5 times where they currently are in 12 months. Check this out. Their current reality, your question, here's what you're asked them. Do you believe, remember believe, okay, that if you stay on this trajectory, that you will be able to make that a reality in June 2020? So here's why you ask that. This possibility is 3 to 5 times where they currently are. They've been doing this for 3 years. So you have now raised their level of thinking to want this, and now you've also helped bring them back to reality to realize, fuck, I want 3 to 5 times more than I have, and I need to do it in a third of the amount of time with the exact same tools. I won't be able to do it. You see what just happened? I won't be able to do it. So then you're going to let them sit there. Don't say a goddamn thing. You let them think about that. Let that marinate. Okay. Let it marinate. All right. In fact, I think I have this on here. Love it. Outside your business. Appreciate it. And do you believe? Yeah. So here we are based on the trajectory. Guys, I have this script basically memorized, but you want to make sure that you are always keeping a script with you. So here's the next thing. Right now, they're completely opened up. Okay. They're completely opened up. They know that like, wow, I can't do it. I can't get there. Okay. Like I can't get there. Now you've officially shown them and raised their level of thinking. Now it's your turn. Okay. Whoops. I'm going to get rid of this slide because I actually want to duplicate this slide. Guys, if you want this exact script and you want all this training, then you need to make sure you get into the art of sales. I'll give you this and more. Okay. You need to book a call with me. Call's in the description. Book the call. I will help you get. Okay. You do not, you guys, this is very different from HTC. Very different from HTC. I don't know who wrote that comment. Let me look who wrote that one. Norman, this is very different than HTC. Okay. HTC doesn't teach this, and I know that they don't teach in this way because I've helped a lot of HTC closers. I'm telling you, I know the program. This is not that. Okay. They might have similar terms, but they do not do this in the way I do this. So internal follow-up. And here's the other thing, guys. Let me just be very clear about something, because a lot of people, they're like, well, why don't I buy from Dan Locke? Or why don't I buy from Ian Ghazi? Or why don't I buy from Grant Cardone? Or why don't I buy from fucking the other guy, Jordan Belfort, right? He's not the other guy. He's a fucking boss. But why don't I buy from those guys? Here's what I'm going to tell you hands down. Okay. A lot of people don't know this about me. All right. I have done 6 President's Clubs in sales working for other companies before owning my own business and coaching agencies. Okay. And I did not do that in one field. All right. I'm only 27 years old right now, guys. I started doing sales when I was 19. Okay. I hit my first President's Club selling door to door my first month. I sold $90,000 in vacuums, door to door, knocking on doors and selling them. I made the front page of the magazine. I don't care if you guys think this is egotistical, because I want you to know why you should buy from me and not them. Is because I am not specialized in one thing. I did not just sell on Wall Street. I did not just sell cars. I do not just sell real estate. I do not just sell digital marketing. Okay. There's a lot of people there's a lot of people that sell one certain thing. Okay. And then they come up with a sales program. All right. That is not me. I have been the best in multiple industries working for other companies. Okay. I understand what it's like to sell B2C. I've been the best at it. 4 President's Clubs selling gym memberships. Okay. Where I was better than 600 employees. 600 sales reps. Kirby Vacuums, selling door to door. All right. I sold 30 vacuums. I sold 3 in one day once. Okay. It was called rhinoing. You guys can, I don't know if they still have info on that, but it's called rhinoing. Really fucking hard to sell $3,000 vacuums door to door. All right. You want to know what it's like to one call close high ticket and not get the chance to follow up? You sell fucking $3,000 vacuums door to door. It'll teach you something. Okay. And then I went to sell digital marketing. Digital marketing, guys. Everyone's doing it, right? Some people think you can't do it because you have to be a certain age or have certain knowledge. I was 24 years old selling for the yellow pages where people think it's a phone book. And I sold Google display ads and Google AdWords to a Fortune 500 company that I acquired off a cold call and sold them in 4 weeks for $108,000. Okay, $18,000 a month on a 6-month contract, and doing a President's Club selling B2B. So I've been the best at B2B, I've been the best at B2C, and I've been the best door to door. So I will go, and now I will be the best at high ticket coaching. I will establish a footprint here because I know what I'm doing in this space. So if you want to buy from somebody that's holistic and versatile, I've been there, done that, got the t-shirt. I think I ran a Facebook ads webinar where I was showing everyone all the awards and stuff. I'll probably put those on another slide for authority again. But anyway, so yeah, don't relate me to anybody because I'm outside of Grant Cardone, who sells real estate and cars. I don't know what else he's sold. Okay. He's a boss though. So is Jordan Belfort. So is Dan Locke. They're all fucking bosses. I'm just saying, if you want to talk about a holistic, versatile sales professional, been there, done that. Right. So, okay, back to this. So future pacing. So you're coming over here and now you're getting to the point, right? I'm getting to the point right now. So you want to make sure that you can still let them know that it's okay. All right. You're going to say this right here because right now they're super vulnerable. So you want to drop this line right here. Seriously, thank you for your honesty, and don't say anything. Let them just talk. Okay? Seriously, I appreciate your honesty. All right? So what you're doing is you're reestablishing trust. Okay? You got to get them to lower their guard again. Or excuse me, we'll call it as disarm. So we keep to the same lingo. So you're reestablishing trust and you're disarming. Because at this point, they feel like they've realized, holy shit, they've been wrong the whole time. What they've been doing for years isn't going to work. They're actually on a path to nowhere. But nobody's talked to them in this way. Nobody's actually dug to an internal level. Okay? Here's what's happening. You're reestablishing trust, letting them know it's okay. All right. So now they're going to trust you and realize, and because you're going to let them know, like, you're not the only one. Okay. It's fine. It's all good. Like this is easily redirectable. Now here, we're going to ask this in a different way. Have you guys ever done a multiple choice question test where you feel like, man, I feel like I just answered that question? What they're doing, the psychology behind that, is they're trying to figure out small little changes in the way you answer that question to see exactly how you truly feel about that. So you want to ask this now. What do you believe is missing? Okay. We're going to reconfirm. And the reason we're going to do this is because if you notice before, you asked what their 2 biggest obstacles were. The now problem that you need immediate help with. So you already have these written down, right? Now you're going to reconfirm it. Okay. What do you believe is missing to make this happen? Because now their answer is going to change a little bit. Because now you've helped them realize before what they thought they needed, that they needed immediate help with, is now different. Because now this just became more urgent. This became more real. So now you're asking, what do you think is missing in order to make this possibility a reality? And you want to be able to repeat what they say. So whatever they said here under possibility, this column here, you want to say, what do you believe is missing to make? And then this is whatever they said under that column. Okay? Because it makes it real. If you keep saying it, it helps them realize that if they want that, then they need to make sure that they remain open-minded and they're going to be more open to your possibilities. They know, because the way that you're digging deep, that you are different than every other sales rep that has tried to sell them. Okay. You actually give a shit. Okay. Empathy and vulnerability are more powerful than forcefulness. This is not anything people are preaching in the world of sales. They're missing a major part of the process. Empathy and vulnerability. If you learn to embrace those things in sales, you're going to tap in to an emotion that makes people want to buy so fucking fast that you will be able to sell anything to anyone at any time. That's why ethics are so important whenever you learn to sell at this high level. Okay? People do not buy on logic. Okay? They justify with logic. They buy on emotion. People buy when the emotion's high and justify with logic. That is something that's been around for years and it's still true. So how can you tap into a deeper level of emotion? It's empathy. Okay? You cannot sell on features. It doesn't work. Everybody's doing that. You want 100 leads? Cool. Those 100 leads suck. Been there, done that, got the t-shirt. Don't want to do it. All right. Next thing. So you're figuring out what it is, and here's the magic word. Anything else? Okay. Exhaust it. Oh yeah, I feel like I'm missing X, Y, Z. Awesome. So you believe, and now you're going to say it back to them. You're listening to them. Okay. You need to show you're listening. Okay. In order to do that, you need to rephrase what they just said back to them, or don't rephrase it. Well, wrong word. Do not rephrase it. You want to say it word for word back to them what they just said. Do not rephrase it. Say it word for word back to them. Okay. Because if they agree with it, it makes it true. Okay. There's something I like to believe. I've always believed in that. If somebody believes that the sky is green and the grass is blue, the sky is green and the grass is blue. Okay. Until they say it's blue, it is not blue. Okay. I don't care that 2 + 2 = 4. If they believe 2 + 2 = 5, then that's what the answer is. Okay. You cannot force somebody's mind to change. You need to be able to move with the way they speak and to be able to reframe their belief to get them to believe and incept that belief into their new way of thinking. Okay. So you need to make sure they say it. All right. So Mr. Customer, what you believe you're missing is X, Y, Z. Did I hear you right? Yeah, exactly. Cool. Anything else? Exhaust it. Get it all out. Okay. And this is how you're going to be able to find the real truth, is when you truly exhaust it. If you guys have any kids and they're always like, they're like, can I have some ice cream? And you're like, no. Like, but why? You're going to give them an answer. And they're going to say, but why? You're going to give them a different answer. And they say, but why again? And for some reason, you're still combating this 4-year-old and you're giving them a different answer. Yo, you're getting sold by that 4-year-old. Okay. The same thing works here. They're exhausting every possibility of your no's to eventually get you to say yes. Anything else? This is some of the these are some of the two most powerful words in sales. Okay. You can exhaust every excuse, exhaust it all. Next. Guys, let me get a 777 in the chat if you guys think this is absolute fucking next level. If you believe that it's next level. Do you believe that? Put a 7,077 in the chat. Next. All right. So here's the next question that's going to help you sell your high ticket. All right. I don't know how many likes and stuff we have on this video, but make sure if you guys are watching right now, because we have like 40 people or so on this still, make sure you like the comment, because it's going to expand the reach in the Facebook group. And if you're on YouTube, do the same, because it's going to help the video expand reach. Okay, so here's what we're going to get into next. This is where we help you sell your high ticket, okay? Do not sell anything to anyone if it is not meant for them, all right? Do not. If I find out somebody buys my program and they sell people, and I hear they start selling people that don't need their service, I will confront you. Okay, there needs to be a level of ethics behind learning how to master this level of communication. If I find out you're using this for evil, like, I will confront you. Okay. Oh, is that Chad in the house? Let me see. Did somebody say Chad? Oh, I didn't see him. Anyway, so all right. Next thing. So here's what you're going to do next. You're going to find out if they would thrive in a group setting, one-on-one, or be driven by themselves. Because here's what you've done at this point, guys. All right, here's what you've done at this point. You've basically let them know the way they've been approaching everything doesn't work. And they've also confirmed that with you. Okay? This is super important. If they've answered group setting or one-on-one, or have said anything about hand-holding, anything about assistance, accountability, or anything like this, they need, or you need the Art of Sales program, but they need whatever your high-ticket program is. They need it. Do not sell them your low ticket. Now, I'm going to show you here at the end of the call how you could still ethically sell your low ticket if they say any of these things, but you should not willingly sell them your low ticket. You should be combating them and disqualifying them from your low ticket. And we'll get into that at the end too, what it means to disqualify. And that'll interest them to want to buy. So right now you're reconfirming, okay? The same way here, you're reconfirming. You want to reconfirm that they thrive better in a certain setting. All right, somebody said not low. Yeah, you start with high. Now what I like to do is I get people in on a low call. Okay. I get people in on a low ticket offer, and then I like to find out if that's really what they need, because if they don't, I'm going to disqualify them from it, and I'm not going to want to sell it. I will sell you what you need. If you get on a call with me, brace yourself, because I will sell you what you need. And if you don't like that, then go buy from somebody that's going to be ready to rip you off to make $1 off you. Now, they may not rip you off. They might have a good program. But what I'm saying is, I will only sell you what you need, so brace yourself for that, okay? And I'm going to be very blunt about what you need based on what you tell me, not on anything that I make up. So last 2 questions for you, because what you're doing here, and let me go ahead. I guess I should probably put this in here too. What you're doing here is you're creating, let me write it here. So right now you're letting them know, regain attention, because you've been on the call for a while now. And anytime somebody says, like, if you notice that you've been in a meeting or something, where you've been taking a test in school, and you say, or they say like, all right, 10 minutes left, or hey guys, we only have one more question, immediately all of your attention goes back to what's happening, because you know you're about to leave. Okay. So when you say you want to regain their attention, you say last 2 questions for you. Okay. Now you've immediately regained their attention. So this way you have all of their attention as you go into the close. And actually, I think I got these next 2 questions from Dan Henry. And these are, I actually like to reconfirm and elevate yourself. Okay. You are about to become the #1 authority with this frame. And a frame is a, the frame is going to be what you, the mindset you have them in. Okay. Why do you want to work with and learn from Rob and his team? So what you're doing is you're creating the validation. Why not work with other people on the market right now that you can invest a similar amount in, such as Grant Cardone, Jordan Belfort, Iman Ghodsi, or Dan Locke? Why Rob? Why Brad? Why Mike? Why, it goes on and on. Why Temple? Why whomever, right? Why me? Okay. Now I have why Rob because other people are selling this program for me, but when I'm on the call, why me? Okay. Let them say it. Let them continue. And then of course you're going to follow up with the most powerful 2 words, or a couple of the most powerful 2 words. Anything else? Let them keep going. Because what this does now is they are confirming that you have more value than whomever the icons are in the industry Yes, Iman, if he ends up watching this, I am comparing him to be up there with these guys. But if you're putting icons in your industry here that all people know about, like people know these people, and you're putting yourself up there with them, you have now confirmed that the prospect you're talking to sees you have more value for their now problem than these people do. You guys get that? You have more value for their now problem than the icons. And you have allowed the prospect to confirm that. Guys, let me get a 1001 in the chat if your mind just got fucking blown. Okay? Guys, this isn't theory. I use this. This works. I've been using these concepts for years. This works in every industry. I've sold in quite a few of them. All right? This is a script I used to sell $37,000 in coaching last month in 2 weeks. So here's what we're going to do. You're going to agree with them. Oh, whoops. All right. So now what you're going to do is you're going to allow them to tell you why this is so goddamn urgent. Okay. Why now? They've already told you that you're the best. You're the best of the best. All right. They've already confirmed that. You're going to ask them, why now? Let them tell you. Let them tell you why this is urgent to do now. Anything else? Anything else? Some of the two most powerful fucking words you will ever use in communication. Anything else? Why now? And they will give you a list. Okay, so you believe that the reason that now is the time to do it is because of XYZ? Did I hear you right? Okay, anything else? And if they do give you some more stuff, okay, cool. So basically, to make sure I heard you right, you believe that now is the time to do it because of XYZ plus A? Is that true? Yeah, they're going to say, yeah, it is. You're going to say, now this is where the inception selling method comes in. You're incepting a new belief by agreeing with them. So what's happened is they started the call in a certain frame because remember you asked them, what are you hoping to get out of this call? By the end of the call, they have edified that you are above the icons in the industry and they have told you why they need to start now. You've repeated it back to them. They've agreed with you. And you're going to say, I completely agree. Or you're going to say, that makes sense. And then you're going to say, I completely agree. You've now reframed their belief. Nobody is teaching this. That's why we branded it. That's why we have made this our own selling method, inception selling. We have taken their frame of mind they came in with. We have reframed it. And they have now told us, okay? They have told us that we are above the icons. We have the solution for their now problem, and they need to start now. And all we're doing is agreeing. How about that? You will not find this anywhere on the internet. You will not find this in anyone else's sales course. Okay, this is something proprietarily that Temple Naylor and I created. Okay. You're incepting a new belief. All right, so let's get into the last bit here because now we're closing the deal, or AKA not, and they're buying from us. First thing you want to do is recap. Okay. Recap to reconfirm. And what this is going to do is make sure, okay, that you heard everything right. And you're going to say, great, just recap to ensure I heard you and we're both on the same page. Because here's what you're doing, asking permission, and you're giving them back the power. Nobody likes to be powerless, especially whenever they know they're going to be sold to. Okay? Give them the power. I like to frame this in the sense of that you're playing a game of basketball with somebody, and then you have a string on the ball. And anytime you pass it to them, even though they're dribbling circles around you, or so it seems, you can yank it at any point in time. That's your ball. That's your game. Okay? You've got the fucking cheat codes on Mortal Kombat. All right? Nobody can beat you. Well, just to recap to ensure our call, and we're both on the same page, can I read my notes back to you, and you can tell me if I have down exactly what you need or if I'm off base somewhere? Okay? I'm telling you guys right now, you won't find this in another sales course. I've seen some of the other sales courses. Who's this? Eli, bro. What's up, man? A lot of this stuff will be in sales courses, but the way we frame things will be different. But Eli, bro. Guys, if you do not follow Eli Wild, you guys need to go check. Yo, I got to confirm this for friend request. You guys got to go follow this dude. He's a fucking boss. Anyway, back to this. So you're going to recap to reconfirm. All right. Sorry, I got a little bit sidetracked there. So back to the script here. Now what you're going to do, now this is where you start leading into the line. Now this one I got from Brad Newman. So, and by the way, guys, if you are using someone, I'll tell you guys whenever we create something new. But anytime have you seen throughout this entire presentation, I've shouted out everybody that I've got new framework from. Remember, if you want to become a professional, you emulate processes. You do not emulate one process. Okay? In order to find your own voice, to be able to become the best that your true God-given potential, you need to learn how to compile the best of everybody that you want to be and that has what you want into one voice, and that's yours. Okay? What's great about being human, this is what I love about being human, is that we're imperfect, and that's what makes us unique. And you need to learn to embrace that. Learn from as many people as you can and create your own voice. And this is how you become your own person. All right? So let's get into this. So now we're going into closing, kinda. So we're going to ask this. Great. So where do you want to go from here? So what would you like to do from here? And this sounds funny, guys, because if you're so used to closing deals, oh, dude, hey, yo, guys, if you're checking out Eli, yo, I appreciate it. I'm fucking screenshotting that, bro. I appreciate you, man. So I'm like legit screenshotting this right now. Yeah, dude. So Eli is saying that he calls them creating agreements. Every salesperson is going to have different ways they frame things. So yeah, guys, go follow him. He's a fucking boss. Okay, so let's get into this. Closing kinda. So what would you like to do from here? Now, if you've never used a closing method like this, let me tell you something right now. Holy shit balls. First of all, it's going to feel super uncomfortable at first. You're going to say it. Don't say anything after. And then what's going to happen is they're going to say, well, do you have something that could help me? Well, I just want to get started. How much is it? Then they're going to start asking you buying questions. They're ready to go. If somebody on here said, can I get my high ticket closer to learn this? Yes, you just need to buy into the art of sales. Book a time with me in the comments, Benedict. Oh, wait, Benedict, you already did that. Yeah, dude. We're going to hop on a call. I can teach your closer how to do this. That's easy. So you're going to say this, and then they're going to actually ask to buy from you. How about that? How about that? Have you ever been in a situation where somebody asked to spend money with you and you didn't have to close the deal? This is the new age of selling, guys. We live in a different world now. Now, there is a time to hard close, don't get me wrong. But most of the time, you don't have to anymore. Okay? When you've learned to master the art of effective communication, you'll never have to. All right. So they'll say lines along, how can you help me? And you'll say, I believe I do. I do believe I do have a way to help you. We have 3 options available. Now, here's how I frame this, okay? You want to be able to do something. Now, this has been around forever. You want to take away. And the reason why you want to do this is because you want to make them feel, obviously, like you're not going to just sell them something, okay? So now you're regaining trust, okay? And as you regain trust, what's going to happen is they're going to be more apt to buy. Their guard lowers again. And in order to regain trust, you say, I'm not going to sell you this. And you're going to frame it in this way. Oh, whoops. I told you I screenshotted that, guys. So you're going to come over here and you're going to say this. Okay. We have 3 options available. Based on the conversation we've had today, this is your diagnosis. I'm going to suggest 2 of the 3. The third option being a year-long $30,000 private mentorship with Rob. Now, here's what's going to happen. When you say this and you say you're not going to sell it to them, they're either going to immediately say, wow, thanks. That's okay. Well, what are the other 2 options? Or they're going to say, well, what is it going to take in order to get that mentorship? Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Yeah. Have you ever had somebody ask to spend $30,000 with you? Yeah, welcome to the future, guys. Okay, this is a really high level version of the takeaway. Because you're not just saying that, are you sure you want this? Are you sure this is something you want to do? Maybe this isn't the right time. That's how people usually do the takeaway. I like to make sure they know there's other offers on the table, but the one that costs the most, I'm not going to sell it to them. They're just not ready. How about that? Let me get a fucking 2022 in the comments if you just shit yourself. Maybe not literally, figuratively. Let's just say if you literally did it, you don't have to admit to it. But like if you figuratively just shit yourself, people will ask to spend $30,000 with you when you do this the right way. Okay. Let's go over here. Now you're going to start diving into this. Now, this is whenever you get into your options. Okay. Now you're going to. Now, of these 2 options, I'm going to recommend to you, I'll let you know they're both effective. So remember earlier in the call when we were doing this, guys. Now we're going off of the actual presentation here, but you guys are off the role play. Do you guys remember earlier in the call when I said I'm going to show you guys how to be able to downsell your product, even if the right product for them is the high ticket? This is how. Because what will happen is when you get someone to believe that the right option for them is this option of high ticket, they're going to feel like buying low ticket is wrong and they can't win. Okay, so you need to make sure that they understand that the options to win are available in that, and that you are going to be following up to make sure that they get into the program where they're going to thrive in. Winning and thriving are different, but they're both okay. Winning and thriving are different, but they're both okay. Say it with me. Winning and thriving are different, but they are both okay. All right? Let them know that. Now, of these 2 options I'm going to recommend to you, I'll let you know they're both effective. If you choose option 1 over option 2, you'll still have success. But based on what you told me, my diagnosis is option 2. Who just said you haven't gone over pricing yet? I want to discuss that real quick. So yeah, Benedict, we don't go over pricing yet. And the reason why is because right now you're trying to let them know which option is best for them. And what you're doing is pre-framing. Okay, so whenever you put them in a frame is when they're in the current position. When you pre-frame, okay, when you pre-frame is whenever you are getting them ready to be in that frame. And we're doing that right now. We're getting ready for them to be in the frame to buy. We're pre-framing the options right now. So this is how you do that. Oh, shoot. Whoops. Oh, man. What is happening? What did I just do here? There we go. This is actually called a pre-frame. All right, next. So you're going to come over here, and then you're going to get into your products. Option 1, boom, and you'll create a front-facing material, and then you'll let them know. I'm not going to post this on the PowerPoint, but you're going to get into your material and what you sell. So option 1, lifetime access to agency in a box. Okay, remember you've told them that they choose option 1, it's going to be okay. You get option 1, you get lifetime access to agency in a box. Here's what you're going to get: bi-weekly coaching calls with roughly 50 to 100 people per call. 6 prospecting methods to land appointments, because not everyone has success with just one or the other. A complimentary cold caller to book appointments on your behalf until you set up your other prospecting systems. The cold callers are 100% commission and paid out after you land a client. A team of 15 closers that I train that you can book to close deals for you, paid on 100% commission. 6 hours of sales training if you want to learn to close deals yourself and keep that 50% commission from the first month retainer. Okay. Our training on how to build a mini webinar to pre-qualify the appointment prior to the meeting. Our plug and play pitch deck that we use as visual selling methods to help you only sell $3,000, $6,000 a month deals on contracts. A full fulfillment team to service your deals. Now, as a bonus, 8 live videos of Rob closing deals in the flesh. Okay. And then a few other bonuses. Okay. We're going to show you how to build credit. We're going to show you how to retain clients. We're going to show you how to manage your time more effectively. And then you're going to get a 90-day launch and scale kit to make sure you land those first 3 high-paying clients in 90 days or less. That's option 1. It's okay if you choose that because you'll win. But I want you to thrive. So let's dive into option 2. What I believe will be the fastest results in the plug-and-play environment that you most optimally thrive in. You'll receive everything we just discussed along with, and then you'll show them the front-facing material of this. 12 90-minute live training sessions over 90 days breaking down how to build your pitch deck, how to set up your LinkedIn. These are live coaching calls of just specific workshop trainings on how to do everything to make sure if you're struggling, we can go over that live in a call with everyone and fix it. Lifetime access to our private high-level community, The Art of Sales. 90-day access to a private Facebook Messenger thread. By the way, guys, make sure that you don't just call something a Facebook group. You want to be able to have something called a USP, a unique selling point. I'm sure a lot of people in this group, if you've been doing sales for a long time, are familiar with that term. You want to have a unique selling point to make yourself different. Don't sell a strategy call. Sell like, I call it something different, like a life-changing session. That was a horrible example, but just don't call it a strategy call. You need a unique selling point, something that makes you different. 90-day access to a private messenger thread, and then 90 days of private access via WhatsApp to Temple Naylor and Rob Quinn to have your now questions answered now. Okay? How about that? You want direct access to me and not in a group, but just to me? How about that? I'll give it to you. And then you get 1 free ticket to Rob's Mastermind in August in 2019. I do not talk about a white labeling agency. Okay, I just say a fulfillment team. Yeah, they're awesome. Dash clicks, kick ass. Agency in a box is normally $1,800, but for everyone that chooses to sell, it's $997. This is only for what we're doing this month. This is not going to be the same next month. It's an $1,800 product with a payment plan. Option 2, which is I believe is the best fit based on the accountability you told me you need it, is normally this price, but for everyone that chooses to get started today, it's $3,000 paid in full, or it's $1,000 down, 3 payments of $1,500. This is also changing next month. This is normally an $8,800 product, but this is just for something we're doing this month in June. Stay quiet. Don't speak. The silence will be long, and let them close themselves. Listen yourself into the deal. So guys, I hope this has been, I know it's been a while since I've done a training, but you know that I'm in the trenches. You know, when I do a training that it is going to be the real deal. I'm going to be doing something different every Monday, or Temple will be jumping on to do something in a training environment. I actually have to hop on a call. I'm like 10 minutes late. Sorry, Ashley. I'm jumping on right now. But anyway, guys, if you want to get into the art of sales, if you want me to coach you, if you want to be coached in a way that other people are not teaching, right? This is our way. We branded inception selling, okay? This is how we do it, okay? If you want to be taught by somebody that has been there, done that, got the t-shirt in multiple, okay, in multiple industries, now high ticket coaching as well, right? Because I've sold $100,000 in high ticket sales after this month, and it's only been 3 months that I've been selling high ticket. Like it's It's not, this isn't hard to do, guys. Sales is not hard when you learn to master communication. I can teach you that. I will help you change your revenue line by getting started today, but it starts with you booking a call with me. And if you're on YouTube watching this, there'll be a link below. You can do that. But right now in this Facebook group, guys, above in the description, you can book that call. All right. You need to stop thinking about this stuff. Okay. Life changes do not happen until a transaction takes place, and I will help you get that transaction and start actually changing lives. So I hope you guys like this. This is a really powerful script. I haven't gone over this before. So, and the psychology behind it. Everyone that hopped on, I really appreciate you. I really hope you like this. And I have to go jump on this 10 minutes late for Ashley, my bad. And I'll catch you guys on the next one.